let us do maps now. As we all are familiar with the GPS systems these days, we can all see where we are standing and what is the route to be taken if you want to reach to your destination. So that is what is map. A map depicts location of an object in relation to the other objects. Symbols are used to depict the different objects or places. We have maps using scales which remains fixed for a particular map. Why are we using scales? Because it reduces the real distances proportionately on the paper. And we have one more property, that there is no perspective in map. That is, the objects that are closer to the observer are same in size to those that are farther away. Now, with all these four properties, let us discuss in detail what are actually maps. As the first statement says, it is going to depict the location of object in relation to the other objects. Say for example, you are at your home right now, right? Now your home is your current location, right? And if you want to go to some market, right? I am making market over here. Now let's say these are the two locations. Rather than objects, we are taking locations because you are more familiar with the location concept, right? So now you have a market over here and a hospital on the other side of the market. Now these are the three things on your map. If I ask you how would you go to a hospital? If somebody asks you, can you please guide me the way to hospital? How would you tell the person? You would tell the person, please go straight to the market, and if you take a right turn from there, you would reach the hospital. That's it. That means for maps you are always using relations. You have to use relations that you take. If you start from my home, that is the reference is from your home, you start from your home, go up to the market, from the market you are again taking reference, you take a right turn, you reach your hospital. So the maps are depicting or telling us the location of objects in relation to other objects. So it is about the relation. It is 2 kilometers from my home. That is the way you take references. The next is that maps are always going to use different objects and different places. They are going to be depicted by using different symbols. Now what are symbols? We must have seen on the maps the symbols like rivers or lakes are shown with the blue color, or that is the particular symbol. We have the hospitals symboled as plus, right? And we have the temples, right? They are probably, in some maps they are made like this. We can have other things also. That means the different objects or different places are having different symbols to be depicted on map. See, because we are going to depict a long and a large distance on a small piece of paper, that is why we have to use symbols for that. Otherwise, we will not be able to include everything and mention everything on the simple piece of paper. So we are going to use symbols for that. Next is, as I discussed, map uses a scale. Now what do you mean by a scale? Scale means that a map, you must have seen maps on which it is written at some or the other corner that 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter. So this is known as my scale. Why? Because you cannot actually literally represent 1 kilometers on 1 centimeter. That is not possible, right? You cannot get a 1 kilometers sheet of paper on which you will be drawing your maps, right? You can't do that. So what you do is you actually take the proportions. So 1 kilometer is proportionately equal to the 1 centimeter on paper. That means each centimeter on the paper is going to represent the distance of 1 kilometer. Next is that there is no perspective in mapping. That means the object that are closer to the observer. Say for example, I am standing over here, right? This is me standing at one place. This is my home. I am standing at my home. Now I have a park near my home to the left, right? To my left I had a park, and to the right I have a market. Now there is no such perspective that according to me, if I look at this, the park is on the left and the market is on the right. If someone else looks at it from that side, the person would tell us that the home is behind the park and before the market. So there is no such view or perspective going to come into place. The perspective is going to remain whatever the places are in the original place, in the original positions, they are going to be placed exactly that way on the map. If the person enters from that side, the person would be able to see home behind the park. So that doesn't mean if that person sits down and makes the map, he would make a park first and a home behind that. That is not to be done, right? So this is how maps are made, and they are coming useful and handy to us in day-to-day lives.